We welcome you to the Toyota Center, Houston, Texas, for Game 1 of our TNT doubleheader. The San Antonio Spurs facing the Houston Rockets. Hi, everybody. Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr and Craig Sager. Tim Duncan and his Spurs coming in at 16-4. Last night, they lost at home to the surging Seattle Sonics. That ended San Antonio's win streak at 8 and won 21 straight at home. While the Rockets, with a record of 8-11, Houston has won its last 2 after dropping 5 straight. And head coach Jeff Van Gundy feels they need a prolific game from Tracy McGrady, who last Thursday night here on TNT erupted for the 48 points in that shootout with Dirk Nowitzki in Dallas. So look at the starting lineups first. For the Rockets, McGrady joined by Bobby Sur, Yao Ming the center, Ryan Bowen making his 3rd straight start. Jim Jackson out with a back problem. Juwan Howard at the other forward spot. For the San Antonio Spurs, who on the road have won 8 and lost 3. Starting lineup led by Tim Duncan, who comes in averaging 22 points, 12 rebounds, 3 block shots. Bruce Bowen, Rasho Nesterovic, that's the front line. Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker in the backcourt. Ginobili, last year, Ray Allen, Vince Carter upset with some of the tactics as Yao Ming was able to start.
And there's Nesterovic waiting for him, and that's what the Spurs do. Those big guys come over and help at the block every possession.
And Tony Parker knocks down the 3. 2. They double up on Yao Ming. Blocked by Nesterovic. Handled by McGrady. Here's Howard. It counts. And the foul. So Juwan Howard is headed to the line.
Spurs are an excellent shot blocking team, but sometimes what can happen, Marv, you block a shot, all of a sudden the offensive rebound goes right back to Tracy McGrady. He makes the nice feed. Not a lot of contact there on Howard, but he'll go to the line and finish off the 3-point play if he can. Comes a foul. That's a tough one to swallow.
Here's Ginobili for 3. Manu Ginobili, who is averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Spurs now lead at 8-5.
Came as a result of Bobby Sur's attempted a steal, as we see Tim Duncan's block.
They miss Jim Jackson, who is a long-range threat. Nice move by McGrady to set it up. Yao fumbled it. Yao with the recovery and is fouled. Hit from behind by Nesterovic.
I think you're exactly right, Marv. You talk about the absence of Jim Jackson. You see McGrady there driving to the hoop. Well, the Spurs can offer a lot more help without Jackson's presence out there. They don't have any shooters out there. The Rockets don't. So without that man, now all of a sudden you've got Ryan Bowen in the corner who's not used to shooting that shot. You've got Bob Sura, who's more of a penetrator himself. Spurs can really commit themselves to covering McGrady at the rim. Now, you look at these numbers, and obviously Tim Duncan and David Robinson have a huge part in that. 2 guys who really cover that rim area, but a lot of it is Greg Popovich's emphasis on defense. Of course, the Rockets there as well, perennially, Jeff Van Gundy's teams defend well. I think both coaches have a very similar philosophy as McGrady finally gets one to go.
Yes, those numbers put up there by 2 teams that were coached by Jeff Van Gundy. See a nice move by McGrady to draw the foul. It's called on Brown.
Greg Popovich actually offered Jeff Van Gundy a job about 2 years ago after he had left the Knicks. I think both of them have a similar way of looking at the game of basketball. They want to defend first and foremost. They want to take care of the basketball. They're more inclined to play a slower style. I think in the last couple of years, Popovich has maybe adapted a little bit more to his personnel with Parker and Ginobili, but both guys really like that defensive emphasis.
At the time, Jeff said, no, I'd rather work with the czar and that other guy on television, and ended up with TNT for a short time. Here's McGrady for 3. Tracy McGrady from downtown.
They were ready last night, and Seattle still took it to them. So I think the Sonics may be for real.
16-3 now. McGrady picking it up. After the slow start, he has 8 points, and the Rockets lead by 10.
This is exactly the pace that Jeff Van Gundy had hoped for. Remember, he talked before the game about keeping San Antonio out of the paint. Well, so far, no penetration from Parker, Ginobili, and company, and they've been keeping Duncan outside that area right where he is now.
Duncan able to get in closer. That's his first bucket to Andrei Kirilenko. Kirilenko 4 blocks per game, although he is sidelined on the injured list. Ginobili off a nice pass from Duncan.
Boy, list of teams he hasn't played for, I think.
He is tied with Chucky Brown as Tim Duncan is able to bank it home for most teams played in the NBA 12.
First, off the double team, the beautiful feed to Manu Ginobili, who finishes with his customary left-hand scoop, and then this is his go-to move right here. Right-hand jump hook off the glass. Really seemed very soft. This new lineup seemingly quicker and faster to the ball.
Ginobili from downtown. How about the Czar? His Grizzlies have won 3 of 4. And I know as Yao Ming was able to knock it down. Second quarter, Ginobili for 3. Yes! Manu Ginobili again from downtown. And San Antonio has tied the game at 24.
And again, the pass coming from Tony Parker, showing his maturity. Moving the ball and getting his teammates involved.
Nice move by Yao Ming, stepping around Tony Massenberg to draw the foul.
This is the area Parker has really improved upon in the last year. He's such a scorer. He's got a scorer's mentality, but as a point guard, he realizes he's responsible for the team and for getting other people involved. And now all of a sudden, you've got Ginobili knocking down 2 threes. You've got Duncan back in the game. This is more the Spurs team that we're used to.
Duncan feeling around for the defender. And then a strip. Good play. Back comes McGrady. Barrett for Yao Ming. Good look from Andre Barrett.
One-liners and moments like that where he playfully jokes with his teammates.
Here's Devin Brown who just checked back in. Devin Brown in his 3rd year from the University of Texas, San Antonio. Grew up in San Antonio. Has done the job shooting from downtown. He's 11 of 22 from beyond that 3-point line. And Tracy McGrady, after the slow start, has come on. Tracy has 10 points.
McGrady getting going here. You mentioned Brown, Marv. This guy has been such a good addition for the Spurs. Really, they didn't expect a whole lot out of him, but he had that great playoff series against the Lakers and now shooting well, just like Tony Parker is for the Spurs. With the rivalry that we have, you think that was part of it?
Here's Robert Horry, who just came on. Yes, the opposition always very vocal about that drop step move by Patrick Ewing.
Knicks fans always claim that Jordan traveled, so we're even. Great feed by Andre Barrett. Look at the penetration. This guy has done a really nice job of coming in and playing with authority. This is a guy who wasn't expected to be in the NBA. He's come out and played with a lot of confidence.
And he has helped Yao Ming's game with the setups. Yao is 10 of Houston's last 12 points. Rockets up by 4. Coming up on 2.5 remaining in the first half. McGrady showing confidence. 12 points for Tracy McGrady, along with 7 rebounds and 3 steals.
Well, 6-point lead. First, it's Yao with a 2-hand slam, and then it's Tracy McGrady coming off the screen and knocking down the jumper. New
Orleans in a stretch, playing 9 of 10 games at home. Yao Ming gets it down low. Nice pass from O'Connor. Let's go to Craig with Tracy.
Well, Tracy, as a 2-time defending scoring champion, what's your assessment of this game that's 38-34 at intermission?
It was definitely a great defensive game. This team is working for every shot, and we're just trying to make it hard on them. The one thing I think people misunderstand about San Antonio, it is Tim Duncan, but it's those guys do a great job of driving and kick. And I think a lot of teams get caught up into trying to double team Tim Duncan. Those other guys are making plays, drawing everybody in and kicking out and knocking down shots.
Does Bruce Bowen get under your skin when he tries to guard you so closely?
Hey, he's a pest, man. He's one of the great defensive players in this league, and he make you work for everything, and it's a challenge.
All right, thanks a lot. The score right now, 38-34. The Rockets with the lead at intermission. Let's go to Ernie Johnson in our studios in Atlanta.
I thought Greg captured the play in the first half.
If you look up the term straight shooter in the dictionary, I think Greg Popovich's picture is next to it.
Tim Duncan, with only his third field goal, he is 3 of 11. He now has 8 points. So Houston up by 2 as this third quarter gets underway. Yao Ming spinning and scores.